What's up, Roadrunners fans? Christian Perez from Roadrunners TV here, and here's everything you need to know about our women's soccer team heading into the last week of the regular 2022 Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference season. Before we get to the Roadrunners' last opponents for the season, let's first understand the RMAC 2022 postseason format a little bit better. For the women's postseason playoffs, it's pretty simple. The top 8 teams in the conference get in, with the top 4 getting home field advantage. First will host 8th, second will host 7th, third will host 6th, and finally 4th will host 5th. As you can see, there's a huge advantage to finishing in the top 4 spots, and the higher seed will always host for the remainder of the tournament. Our women's team have 3 remaining games left of the regular season. The Roadrunners will travel to Gunnison on Thursday, October 2nd to take on Western Colorado at the highest soccer field in the world. KDO Randy Field sits at over 7,000 feet. Then they will travel to Durango to take on Fort Lewis on Sunday, October 23rd. And finally, they will close out the season on Spearfish, South Dakota to take on South Dakota Mines on October 26th. The Roadrunners are currently 5th in the RMAC standings, trailing just 1 point behind 4th place Westminster and 2 behind 3rd place UCCS. The Roadrunners' final opponents all sit below them in the conference standings, but the road is a tough place to pick up points, especially at the tail end of the season. Head coach Kat Mertz and her squad have a chance to pick up 9 points over the final week of the season, which would help them climb to 27 points and a 2nd place finish overall. With the top 2 teams in the RMAC having played 1 less game than 3rd, 4th, and 5th place, it is very possible that MSU can find themselves 4th or higher. And don't forget the top 4 teams in the RMAC at the time of this video, Regis, Mines, UCCS, and Westminster, still have to play each other at least once, so someone in the top 4 is bound to drop points come the end of the season. It's safe to say that this past Sunday was not the last time we'll see our women's team here at home, and with this brand new turf facility, who wouldn't love to see an RMAC playoff game here at the Assembly Athletic Complex? Make sure you check out RoadrunnersAthletics.com, check out all the action and highlights for our women's team, and keep up to date heading into the 2022 postseason. For Roadrunners TV, I'm Christian Perez. What's up, Roadrunners fans? My name is Christian Perez, and here's everything you need to know about our men's soccer team heading into the last week of the regular 2022 RMAC season. Before we get into the Roadrunners' final opponents for the season, let's first understand the RMAC playoff format a little bit better. For the men's RMAC tournament, the top 6 teams get into the playoffs, with positions 1 and 2 getting a first round bye. Meanwhile, 3rd will host 6th and 4th will host 5th. The first place team will face the winner of 4th versus 5th, and the 2nd place team will face the winner of 3rd versus 6th. Head coach Nick Kirchhoff and his team have 2 remaining games left of the season. The Roadrunners will travel down south first to take on UC Colorado Springs, and then down to Pueblo to take on the CSU Thunderwolves. Both CSU Pueblo and UC Colorado Springs are both 2nd and 3rd in the RMAC respectively, so the Roadrunners have their hands full with a tough road trip. The Roadrunners are currently sitting just outside of the playoff positions, looking in as they sit in 7th, tied with Colorado Mesa University. The Mavericks do have the advantage in the head-to-head tiebreaker heading into the rest of the season. MSU Denver has a chance to pick up 6 points in the final 2 games of the season, which can see them rise to 16 points and a possible 5th place finish if results go their way. With only the top 4 teams getting home field advantage and 1 and 2 guaranteed to host the semifinals, it's mathematically impossible for the Roadrunners to host a playoff game. If we've learned anything from watching the 2022 season, it's to never count out the red and blue. This young team already has a run to last year's RMAC tournament under their belts, and let's not forget last year beat UC Colorado Springs on the last day of the season to qualify for the RMAC tournament. You better believe that the Roadrunners will fight to the very last minute to keep their playoff hopes alive. Stay tuned to RoadrunnersAthletics.com to watch MSU's last 2 games on the road. Keep up to date with the results, highlights, and much more. For Roadrunners TV, this has been Christian Perez. Get rowdy.